Oh, Ludwig pinned this on this mogul mail. A lot of people are mad about what I said, but I've been very consistent about this since I had a trans flag hung up when I started streaming 5 years ago. I'm not going to change my stand based off YouTube comments, so if you're irreparably mad, just stop watching. Wait. Is mogul mail actually right-wing? Well, like, what the fuck? Who would actually be mad at him in his audience? Like, what? There's 0% chance he actually got fucking hate. There's no fucking shot. Who has issues with it? I would be genuinely surprised that, like, there are people in Ludwig's audience that would be like, fuck you, you fucking asshole. Wait, what? Probably got hate just not from his own audience? No shot, dude. What? Is he getting hate swarmed? Maybe. Guys like Ludwig and Hasan continue to prove you don't need intelligence or talent to make it in this world. Clown show. Wait, why am I catching a fucking stray in this? Yo, I live permanently in the minds of so many dumb motherfuckers, like the dumbest motherfuckers you've ever seen. Bro really wrote that in fucking Ludwig's goddamn YouTube comment, dude. No, like sometimes I actually am shocked. Said he lost like 38 subscribers yesterday from that video. It's a very small amount. Yeah, that's so dumb. Big Himbo get famous for no particular reason. No, first of all, you said, and you read it. This guy did not write this thinking I was going to read it. I would never read the fucking sort by newest comments on someone else's YouTube channel. You understand that, right? Like, the likelihood that I would have read this is unimaginably low. The reason why he wrote it is not because I did the unthinkable. Okay, stop saying cap. You just did, you dumbasses. I know I just did. If I refresh it now, there will be 1,000 fucking comments too. But my point is, like, my point is that he didn't write that because he thinks I'm going to read it. He wrote that because he's fucking insane and he can't fucking get me out of his mind for some weird reason. I actually don't. I legitimately don't understand. Like, that is such a random place to just, like, bring my fucking name up for no reason. I mean, yeah, most of these people are like, YouTuber, it's okay to be trans. 13% of the population. Oh my God, you're such a hero for saying that. I guess, yeah, there's some snarky shit in there. Yes, please. Explore ideology. Yeah, transphobes are so pathetic. Yeah, I think they do. I think they go out of their way to just, like, shit on anyone that's defending trans people. Like, they want to make it so toxic. They want to make trans people not exist. They want to make it so toxic for trans people on the internet, but they go beyond. They, like, literally want allies of trans people to also not be able to fucking correctly defend trans people. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. It's so fucking weird. Also, look at this. Meeting Ludwig Ogren was unforgettable. Trans pride flag in the background. There's two groups of people that if I hear someone defend two groups of people, okay, I immediately have a lot more respect for them. Palestinians and trans people. Nobody fucking cares to defend either of these groups. It is so perfectly acceptable to have a media career, even as a liberal. If you shit on Palestinians or trans people, you could do that in many different clever ways. So when I see somebody defend trans people out of nowhere, just for no fucking reason, or Palestinian people, yeah, add homeless people onto that equation, certainly. But even then, it's still, I would say, more popular, or like there are older versions of people who defend homeless people. And even what do you call it? Like, even sex workers. There's, like, people who defend sex workers. But as far as, like, at the tippy top, I think two groups of people that absolutely never never get unconditional defense, and that is Palestinian people and trans people. People always fucking literally go out of their way to yell at you, lie about you. Like when you defend homeless people, they don't go, "Oh, dude, you want homeless people to come into your house and like fuck your wife or something." They don't say that. But if you defend trans people, they say, "Oh, you want, trans people to fucking groom people." The last one I will add to that, in the United States of America only, is prisoners. Okay? Yeah. Prisoners. As far as like marginalized people goes, obviously there are varying degrees, but it like you can find, even in like MAGA groups, you can find people that like defend immigrants. You know what I mean? That's why even people that say build the wall will turn around and be like, well, I think like there should be amnesty for the 10 million migrants, but also then on top of that, like we should just do something about our immigration process. And when you reduce it down to like the bare bones, the actual facts of the matter, they will turn around and fucking have like a more amenable take. Even when you talk about homeless people. But for trans people, it's like all or nothing. Palestinian people, all or nothing. In my experience. You know? Israelis also can't defend Palestinians because their material interests are not aligned with the working class of Palestine, but with the capital owners of Israel, defending Palestinians would mean giving up your privilege to colonialists. How about BLM? They are dying opening by police. Wait, what? No, obviously, America is a white supremacist nation. It's in its fundamentals, it's in its skeleton, and it's in its bare bones. A lot of people find very different ways of being racist without actually even saying it. White people have gotten super creative with saying racist shit without actually openly saying the N-word, for example, over many, many years. And that structural oppression still very much exists. But what I'm talking about is like, when you defend black people, even racist people are not going to fucking go out of their way to be like, yeah, I think black people are inferior. They're not going to say that. You know what I mean? Whereas people will straight up be like, no, Palestinians are not human. They're all terrorists. Or same with trans people. No, trans people are not human. They're pedophiles. You know what I mean? It's not oppression Olympics. It's not. Because depending on the point of contention, depending on the conversation, there are varying degrees, depending on what community you're speaking to. But the reality is that, yeah, like BLM gets a lot of support, recent events notwithstanding. I mean, BLM is a nullified, commodified movement at this point. Like what it represents is like TikTokers throwing up the fucking black fist and nothing really else. There's no legislative action that followed along with it. It was totally co-opted by corporate interests. It's just the unfortunate reality. It's not like a radical movement that was born in the fucking streets, even though there are still very radical elements to it, obviously, when people are going out and protesting in the streets. That part is still very much real. It's just that not something that they will is not something that will have tangible results. And that is because white supremacy is an incredibly powerful movement, an incredibly powerful ideal. Anyway. Oppression Olympics is a code for not having any empathy for black people. Yeah, it's like such a right-wing, stupid fucking take. For the Black Panther Party, then, the newest iterations of the Black Panther Party are literally all, for the most part, a lot of them are feds. But if you're asking me, do I support the historic Black Panther Party? Of course. Yes, I love breakfast programs and things of that nature. Yes. I think it's astonishing to point out the blatant vitriol against trans or Palestinians is somewhat accepted as a take you can have in public discourse. It's sort of a smoke signal you can use to tell who's more legitimately conscious of oppression. Yeah, politicians are another great example of this. You know, you very rarely see Palestinians being like, for example, in the field of politics, Palestinians are probably at the highest. Like, no one is defending Palestinians. No one is defending. No one is even defending like people in Afghanistan, like people living in the Muslim foreign adversary nations. Anyway, let's do okay, buddy. I promised I would do it. I'm surprised that Ludwig is getting hate though, because I mean, I just would not have expected his audience to have any transphobia whatsoever. Like, I know when I get transphobic takes in my fucking chat, that's deliberate. That's by design. People are coming here to fuck shit up. People are coming here to derail. People are doing that specifically to take away from the conversation or to make it unmanageable and, impossible to be an advocate for trans people. I'm sure, that's normal.